Welcome back to Bostin British Fittle, where Maggie and I aim to bring you as many varieties of different British foods as we possibly can. Today I'm doing a small portion of a brilliantly big London dish. I'm doing boiled beef with carrots smothered in the beef stock the beef is cooked in. This beef has been boiled in a broth of celery, leek, onions, cloves and carrots, and then the juices mixed with the flavours of the vegetables that the beef was boiled in is thickened to a gravy sauce poured upon it. The boiled beef and carrots are a Cockney delight from the East End of London. They come up in music hall songs in the 1930s, 40s and 50s, that sort of era, and it was a proper Cockney dish built like a Sunday roast for a big meal for the family. For this recipe you're going to need a beef roasting joint of around 3.5 to 5 pounds. That's approximately 1 to 1.5 kilograms. 1 leek, 2 sticks of celery, 2 parsnips or turnips, 2 small onions, 8 carrots or 16 small carrots, 1 bouquet garni, 1/2 teaspoon of crushed peppercorns, and 8 cloves. Right, just to pre-warn you that this meal may take around 1 day to prepare. So what you've got to do is, with your beef, you need to take it out of the fridge or the freezer and then soak it in water overnight with a pinch of salt, and that will help drain any excess off. You then take it and you tie it. Now mine has already had that done because it's already been pre-tied. But what you do is, you leave it overnight and then you get to this stage in the morning. So I'm going to just take mine out. Obviously, once you've handled the beef, make sure to wash your hands. So I've gotten a large pot, metal pot, and into that goes your beef. There we go. It's tied already, as you can see. And that goes in. Excess is dribbling away. Oh, blimey. At least I've got it over the pot. Right, I'm just going to go and get rid of that and I'll be back in a sec. But yeah, so that's in the pot. Okay, I've washed my hands. Beef's in the pot. So now you want to get some water, or put the beef under a tap obviously, and fill the pot just enough that it's just covering all of your beef. Yep, that beef's starting to float, so it's good. Now my size of beef is 1.5 kilos, so I can minimise the use of some of the vegetables that I've got. That's why, for example, with the carrots, you could have more carrots or less carrots depending on the size of the joint you're going to serve. Right, got a bit of a mess there. Right, now that my beef has got the water with it, I'm going to put it on to boil, and Once I've put that on to boil, I'm going to prepare the carrots, the parsnips, the onion, the celery and the leek. So with the carrots, with the large carrots, trim them, peel them and cut them in half. With the parsnips, again, trim them, peel them, but you want to cut them into small disc-like pieces, about ½ inch thick. Same with the celery, you want to wash them, trim off the excess, trim them down to about ½ inch. And again, same with the celery, the leek, sorry, trim off the ends, chop them, wash them, chop them down. Now with the onions, you're going to want to do something differently. Obviously peel them, cut the ends off, but you want to cut them into quarters. So you should have 8 quarters, and that'll be enough for each clove. And then once all that's done and the beef is boiling, we'll move on to the next. Okay, so into a bowl I've got my chopped celery, my chopped parsnips and my chopped leek. Now, not the carrots. The carrots will be added a bit later, so we don't put them in yet. Now, I've got my little onion quarters, and to each onion quarter we're going to take a clove and we're going to push it in to each quarter like so. The other thing, once you've done all this, the beef should have boiled nicely, and of course a lot of stuff will have come to the surface. So you want to get yourself a spoon and just skim the surface, clear up all the excess froth and everything you see on there. Then once you've done that, you add your mix of celery, leek and parsnips. You put them in along with the bouquet garni and the pepper. Once that's all added, you bring it to the boil. You then let it simmer for around 1.5 hours, so that all the vegetables you've just put in melt nicely into the water. And from that, we'll move on to the next thing. Hi, so it's been a good 1.5 hours. I'm now going to add the carrots. So I'm going to put the carrots in. Let's have a look at this. That's reduced, the water's reduced in there, but everything's still bubbling away nicely. Everything's still covered. I'm going to turn the beef. I'll make sure every bit of beef has had its bit done. Oh, it looks amazing. Okay, settle that back in. Peeled, halved each carrot. And I'm just gently going to pop them in. And they go in for about 30 to 40 minutes or until tender. I am going to come back in half an hour at 1:30, after which we will prepare the sauce. Okay, it's now 1:30. I'm just going to turn the heat off and excuse the washing machine in the background. Take it off the heat. Oh, that looks amazing. So, I've got a serving dish here. What I'm going to do is you take your beef and your carrots and you put them somewhere warm. Now I've had the oven on and I've just turned it off, so the oven inside will be pretty warm. So there goes my beef. And the carrots are perfect. So enjoy the sounds of the washing machine while I do this. Shouldn't take me long. The juices from the meat have fallen beautifully into the water along with the flavourings of the cloves, the onions, the leeks and the celery. The other thing you want to do is you want to prepare a bowl, a sieve, and I've got a kitchen towel because once I've done the carrots we're going to strain the fluid from the juices of the boiled beef and carrots, and then we're going to put that back on to boil. Okay, I believe, yeah, that's the last of the carrots. So, all the residue, the onion, the celery and whatnot, and we're not actually going to need, which is why we're going to strain it into this bowl. So we're going to do that now while I've got you. As you can see, I've got the juices there and they're going through nicely to the bowl. So now whilst that's doing that, I'm going to put this beef and carrots into the warmed oven just to keep warm. Excellent. Once that's strained, we'll come back and we'll do the next bit. Okay, whilst we're waiting for the juices to strain, the boiled beef and carrots are good with things like green peas or mashed potatoes. So if you've got any like some of the parsnips left, you can make that into a buttery mash. I'm going to have mash with mine, so I'm going to have the mash, the carrots and the beef. Now, the juices have strained, producing this. So you just see on the top there is a little bit, or you might not be able to see, but there's a little bit of fat just there, so we're just going to skim the top of the fat. And then once we've skimmed the top of the fat, that juice is going to go and be ready to be poured over the beef. Okay, I've skimmed a bit of the fat off. To be fair, there wasn't a lot of fat in it. It's more the meat juices. So now, because that's cooled a little bit, and it's still a bit more of a liquid, I'm going to put it on the boil, just to heat it up, reduce it a little. Yep, that's going nice. And obviously you don't have to do this. If you reduce it enough, it might be just the consistency you want. I'm going to add just half a teaspoon of corn flour because I like my gravy a bit more thicker than most. So just sprinkle that in. Bro, won't need a lot of corn flour, otherwise it will thicken it up too much. So now, whilst the beef is still keeping warm, stir this corn flour in. Put it on a high heat, which is what it's on, and I'll just keep an eye on that and come back to it in a few minutes, and then we'll be done. Hi guys, before we go any further, please don't forget to follow, like and subscribe my YouTube channel to get updates on all the other British foods I'm going to try. And if you can think of any other British foods that I might like to try, go on to my Blue Sky account, bostinbritfittle.bluesky.social. And don't forget to also check out my Instagram page for all the British foods that I'll have tried, and you can see all the images on there. All right, thanks very much and enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, so here we have our beef, boiled beef with carrots and the prepared beef stock sauce to go with it. Okay, we're going to try some of the beef and the carrot drizzled in that nice brothy beef stock. Wow, the flavour. beef juices. And you can taste the nice hints of the celery and the leek and the onions and the cloves. Oh, that's from the sauce. So I was taken aback by that. Oh. So I'm going to go for a piece of the carrot, because the carrot is perfect. It's not mushy, it's not firm, it's the perfect consistency, breaks apart beautifully. Yeah, it's still juicy, mixed with those other flavours. Yeah, delightful. Now I'm going to go on to a little bit of the beef on its own. It's not tough, it's the perfect colour. Nice, the flavours have gone right through. First time in a while, maybe ever, that I've tried boiled beef. You can see why. It holds the flavours of the other vegetables so well. Yeah, absolutely beautiful dinner. But what does the pupper think? What does the pupper think? Okay, we'll try the pupper with some of this beef and carrot. That bit doesn't want to come off, so that's what you're getting. Oh, look. Not sure what to go for first. Gone for the beef. That's a winner. She's licking up the sauces as well. The carrots one. She's not usually that big on carrots, so she's not sure of it. Go on, pupper, you can have it. The sauce is winning over. And eventually, there goes the carrot. Yeah, all those juices in there, pupper, you're going to love them. No, carrot's not winning over, but the sauce definitely did. Oh, hang on. She's not sure because it's so soft, but yeah, she's finally won over. See, dogs will eat their vegetables, even with celery and leek embedded. See their sauce? Yeah, that's a winner. She's soaking all that up. Not letting any of that pass. That's good. It's good beef gravy broth type thing. And there we go. It's all gone and much loved.